As a child, Amy Grant wanted to marry, have children, live on a farm, play guitar, and sing. Today, she's married with 3 children, lives on a 200-acre farm outside Nashville, and sings almost every day, though the audiences are larger than she could ever have imagined. She has sold out New York's Radio City Music Hall and Los Angeles' Universal Amphitheater, and virtually every concert hall and stadium in between. She has already won 5 Grammys and sold more than 10 million albums. And she's done it on her own terms, combining a Christian message with rock and roll sound. She has shown that gospel and pop are not mutually exclusive. Her concerts are not meant to convert, simply to entertain. The music industry was initially skeptical that an artist could successfully cross over from religious music until they heard that voice. Here is Amy Grant on This I Believe.
Your smile lights up the room like a candle in the dark. It warms me through and through. And I guess that I had dreamed we would never be apart. But that dream did not come true.
I wrote my first song when I was 15, and I'm 35 now, so 20 years of songwriting. And you know what? The process for that is still the same. To sit down and suddenly be captivated by a thought or a melody, and you maybe be 1 or 2 lines into it, and then say, well, I wonder where this is going to take me. I don't know. And the patience that that's taught me about some things you can't force. I don't think you can force creativity. I think you can yield yourself to it, but I don't think that you can make it happen. And I think that's a life lesson, too. I think that life is a process, and when you're in the middle of a good stretch, you just want to last and last and last. I've had the pleasure, because of observing life, to find a great deal of respect in being different. Not my being different, but everything being different from everything. There's not a thing, there's not a person or a circumstance that's the same. A lot of things are just unfamiliar, and we draw some pretty harsh conclusions sometimes. But what I believe is that the greatest gift I can give my children, the greatest gift I can give myself, the greatest gift I can give back to life and my Creator is respect for the process. And by respect, I mean to value something. You know, it's understanding, and it takes time. I think there's a confidence that comes from somebody telling you, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, God loves you. All those quirky things that you don't necessarily like about yourself were carefully planned and lovingly pieced together. And I think the voice of God says, I love you completely. And if I listen to that, it is so compelling and so freeing. And I cherish that. I cherish responding to that truth. And I believe, had I not grown up with parents that went to church or read the Bible, I just have to believe that God is big enough that he would have found me somehow. I believe somewhere in my innermost being that I would be found. There's a light inside everybody, and it was put there when we were created. And I think being found is what the love of God is all about. I think I learned just not to be afraid of the future, to smile at it, to learn what you can along the way. That just when you think you've got a handle on the way life is, you know, it all changes. Life is, you just can't boil it down to grand thoughts and grand moments. It's just a bunch of little mundane things stuck together that are beautiful. I really believe these are simple truths about life.